I was a ghost, I'd drive it too.
Walking down the road, I got my blue jeans on. I'm on a bucket ship.
This beauty out. 1964 Impala SS. This one's got the 4-speed transmission in it, 327 under the hood. Power steering, no power brakes. Just beautiful. Detailed pictures, financing, shipping, maplemotors.com. Of course, I'm going to be going over the flaws on this car so you know what you're getting before you get here. All I need you to do is hit subscribe. That helps me out quite a bit. Okay, guys, we're going to take off down the road. Let's see what we can find. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. All right, checking out the interior. Place those bets. Do you think the horn works? Let me try that out here in a minute. Across this beautiful dash, it's nice and clean. Console looks pretty good too. It's not bad in here. Package tray, headliner. Let's start it up. Across the dash, showing 34,000 miles. Wipers, they do work. Radio. Radio's not cutting on this one. May need some work. Blower motor. Not doing anything either. Let's try it on a mid set. No. Turn signals. Left side's blinking on the dash there. Right side's blinking on the dash there. Alright, what about that horn? Did you place your bets? What was that? Oh, new door handle. Little clip. Needs a different size, I guess, to get it stuck on there. Yeah. But that's new. I guess they just didn't get the clip on there right. Horn? Nope, they didn't hook this one up. It looks like a new steering wheel. Let's hit the road. See how she runs and drives. Of course, before we take off on the test drive, we'll get our seat belts on. That's what you're supposed to do, right? All right. Let's try reverse. This is the first time I have driven this one. There's reverse. Clutch is letting out on top on this car. Gas gauge looks to be pretty much full. Yeah, it's letting out at the very top. Brakes. This is the first time I've driven this, so I'm kind of getting used to it. All clutches are different. We're gonna wait on traffic though. Vent window is hitting the mirror, so you gotta adjust the mirror before opening that vent window, which is the all natural AC. Here we go, guys. Yeah, it's definitely letting out at the top. Speedometer's coming up on the dash there. Pretty correct. It's pulling just fine. Back in our brakes. Don't feel bad. Definitely slipping a little bit in fourth. It's because that clutch is letting out so high. Are
you making a review video?
Yes, sir.
I'll watch all of them, bro.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, have a good one.
Hey, you too. Hey, I told you they were watching. He said he watches all of them. That's great. I love the headliner in this one. It's got all the individual stars all over it. All the details that they used to put in the cars, and they don't do that anymore. They should have definitely done that in the newer ones. That's so cool. This thing's pretty silky when it shifts too. I think the clutch is just gonna have to be redone. When you floor it, it's slipping. I used to think the cops may be coming after me because some of these cars are not exactly meant for the street. But the more and more people I meet, the more I realize they just want to see them, which is fine. You go from being nervous to being like, hey! Alright, so I'm going to get some outside shots, undercarriage shots. We're going to go over this car even more in detail, and I'll be right back. It's time to head back to the car lot, which is probably a good thing because these guys are probably waiting to go home. Working a little late today. Make sure I put her in first. There we go. Hey, it doesn't feel like you're working late when you're riding in a 64 Impala. Kind of feels like I'm going to a car show. Just driving it easy, it's running perfectly, just smooth and everything. But once you get into that throttle, you can feel that clutch slipping. You hear it? The brakes feel good on this one, and it's going into all the gears perfect. could definitely, if you get beyond half throttle. Well, it's pulling there. Basically, floor it, you can feel it slip. But that's why this car is priced the way it is. Because this thing is super nice inside and out. The suspension feels good too. Lots and lots of new parts. And she's still a good running and driving car. A little bump in the road you didn't even notice. Okay, look at all that traffic over there. And we didn't get stuck in it. Picking out the flaws is coming up next, so stick around, guys. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm here to pick out the flaws. Let's walk around this ride, see what we can find. Looking around our front bumper here, it's beautiful, nice and clean. What about the grill? Oh yeah, shiny. Looking pretty good. Coming down this side of the car, lower portion first. Did you hear that? It was a clown drove by or something. Little marks there. Back at midsection. Chrome looks good. Top of the fender, pretty clean, little spot there. Front windshield looks beautiful on this one. Tiny little chip right here. Chrome looks good, seals look good. Mirror's nice and clean. Older on these weather stripping seals though, they're still soft. Spot there and there. Little bubble here. Looking around our back window. Beautiful. Trim looks good. Back bumper on this one. Chrome looks good. Weather stripping on it, not bad. Whole car cover back here. Let's look under this. It's dry too. Oh, I said that. Look, it's wet right there in the middle. Little bit of bubbling popping up from being wet too. The car cover's dry. How about some parts? Don't you like free parts? I know I like free parts. Coming down with the trunk lid. Humongous trunk lid. Coming down this side. Little bubble there in the corner. Small little speck there. Back your midsection. Chip there. Chrome looks good. Crack there. Paint. Pitting on your chrome trim. Lights go. Your front windshield on this one has a chip here and a little chip here. That roof looks good. Little spots on your trim around the back window. Other than that, man, this thing, oh, a little blemish there. This thing's in good shape. Let's go ahead and check out that interior. Door panel on this one, the window crank is in the floor there. The clip fell out of it, so. And somebody tried to replace it. Probably because I touched it, that's why it fell off. Y'all ever feel that way? Touch something, it just falls apart on you, like, what happened? That's why they put me in head of this job, so it'll fall apart. If it's going to, it'll be mine. That way y'all can see what is actually going on here. Package tray's a little wavy there. Same with your headliner, needs to be stretched out. Seat in this one looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and start her up. Give her a little gas. So if you were wondering on this one, every time we get the cars in, we top off all the fluids. Same with this one, the radiator was topped all the way off. And the excess that was in the radiator, see, it's not overheating, I'd be burning my hand right now. But the excess that's in the radiator came out right here. It's not dripping all the time, and no lights, it's not overheating. Because this is completely full and there's no overflow container. You can see it just comes out the bottom. Motor, nice and quiet. Good running car here. Under the hood looks nice. I'm down with it. Guys, detailed pictures, financing, shipping, maplemotors.com. If you enjoyed this, be sure to hit subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.